Got some quests to turn in. Oh, I started streaming just in case. If you need me to pause or anything, let me know. The clock quest was kind of fun.
I'm so tired.
It's okay. What'd you say?
I didn't, I just yawned.
Wow.
Cold as balls in this room. Upsetty spaghetti.
It's never cold because I'm always pondering my orb.
Existing is hard.
Then don't do it.
I didn't consent to being alive.
Do you have infinite storage in your barn?
Not infinite, but there's so much that you're not gonna use it all.
Cool.
No, I should say you're probably not gonna use it all, because I'm sure there are people that have used it all.
Because I have a bunch of clothes that I might like, some quest clothing and things that I want to keep, like this clock jacket I'm gonna get.
Yeah, look at I already started sorting your stuff.
Wow.
So that you have ample space for all the items that you're probably gonna end up getting. So like one page of clothing has a helmet, has like all your headgear. One page has all like all your like masks and earrings and like that kind of shit. Then there's the way I do it for mine is I have one page for like short sleeved clothing and then one page for like longer sleeved.
What up?
Jess, you really didn't know who Ed was.
What? Well, you just fucking came at me and were like, oh, well, in that case, Ed's an airbender or whatever. Just like, who's Ed? Who is Ed? I need more context.
Edward.
I know like 2 characters, so I thought that there was like a side character.
Though.
I thought there was a side character that was also referred to as Ed. That because like, Roy Mustang only does fire, as far as I'm aware in the show, because I've only seen so much of it.
I mean,
so when you said, "Oh, Ed's like," or Ed is like Aang, I was like, "Oh, clearly there's a character that like works exclusively with air named Ed."
I said that comparatively.
Other stuff.
I said comparing Zuko to Roy Mustang is by far the superior person.
He might be a cooler character, but his skill with fire is significantly less.
Yeah, that's because he's
impressive.
not magic.
All right then.
He's got alchemy. That's cool, you know.
But like literally, this man's could be like, yes, I am greatest alchemist. Will defeat all enemies, and then like somebody fucking waters him with a garden hose, and then he can't do anything.
You better watch your mouth when speaking to Roy.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me what about what I said is factually inaccurate.
You don't even know what he's done yet. You just seen him for like 2 episodes.
But tell me about what I said is factually inaccurate. And in those 2 episodes I've seen him, he did nothing. You know why? Because it was raining. How freaking lame is that?
Okay, Jess, you need to watch more Fullmetal Alchemist. Tom, you need to get on that.
Yeah. Roy Mustang is a national treasure.
Just the reason his stuff doesn't work in the rain is because he can't make a spark.
Well, that sounds like a him problem.
Why do you hate Roy Mustang?
Mostly because he wears gloves.
Because
so
he's just
if he uses
freaking
something that
he's
isn't
just a bad
spark,
firebender.
He's not. That's like his
He's not
that's
a
like a side
firebender.
hustle of anything.
Okay, well, as far as I'm aware, he's just a bad firebender.
You're a
I have
bad
not gotten to the
firebender.
point in the anime where he is anything but a bad firebender who's just extremely flaccid in the rain. Like, one of the other characters literally came up to him and said, "You're useless in the rain."
Yes, because you cannot generate a spark.
Yeah. So you're telling me this man's is useless in most of the
You're
time,
gonna feel
depending on what
like a
climate
real
he's in.
big piece of shit when you find out the things Roy does in the show.
I didn't say he was a bad character. I said he's Discount Zuko.
Here, hold on.
He's not Discount Zuko.
He's a fucking
I wanna
Discount Firebender.
No,
wanna
he's
say
not.
I
things,
can't
but
make
I
a
don't wanna
spark in the
spoil the show.
rain.
That's
Tom, I want to say things, but I don't want to spoil the
that's
show.
the thing that's so hard is you can't say how great of a character he is without actually spoiling the fucking
I'm
shit.
literally not attacking him as a character, though.
But he's
I'm
better.
only attacking his manipulation of fire
He
and how
makes
stupid it
Zuko
is.
look like a prince bitch.
I mean, not in terms of firebending, though, because fucker can't do shit in the rain.
I'm sorry, he was on Birth of fucking
That is
Magic.
that's a huge fucking weakness. The show was supposed to take place in America, right?
No.
Is what you told
No.
me, Tom.
It's not American now.
So where is it taking place then? Because that's what you told me.
I believe I said that they're named after Americans, but I believe it's not supposed to be America. Where the fuck is it supposed to be?
Is it Britain?
See, the buildings in the city kind of resemble that.
Does it not have like an official?
No.
At least if I don't know. Yeah, I just knew
Not
the
really,
creator,
because the country is made up.
the creator wanted the characters to sound American, so they named them after like American fighter planes.
But they have like what, World War II German era government.
Yeah,
See, my issue
having,
is that
British architecture, while
say that
having
Roy
American
Mustang
culture.
was here in the U.S., right? He's useless like at least 33% of the time, automatically.
Watch your mouth.
But I'm telling you,
You're talking about
according
a
to
very
what his canon
specific
powers
place.
are,
You're talking
he's
about a very
actually
specific
useless as an
place in
alchemist
America.
33% of the time.
He can use a normal alchemy. He just can't do that specific kind.
But I haven't seen him do anything but fire shit. Flaccid fire. If he really could do other alchemy, then why did he fucking stand there and let fucking
Well, he also has an
serial
entire
killer
army,
dude?
though.
Why did he fucking stand there and let him beat the shit out of the brothers? That makes him even more of a flaccid man.
He brought an entire military. I don't know about
He
that.
brought the entire military so they could do something. He still did absolutely
He's the
nothing.
general.
Generals fight. Depending on what era of the military you're talking about, generals were on the front
Jess.
lines. I'm having a stroke.
Hey,
I've only had
Jess.
4 hours of sleep, and you're both pissing me off.
Hey, Jess.
This man's, so you're telling me either this man's
Hey,
can only
Jess.
do fire shit, and he's useless a third of the time, or he can do other shit, and chose to watch Ed and Alphonse get the fucking shit beat out of him.
Okay, Jess,
Either
would you rather
way,
him
he's a
launch
limp dick
fireball
bitch
at a
right now.
child?
He is a limp dick bitch right now.
I love that. Would you rather him shoot a fireball at a child?
One of those children though, the one that was actually getting fucking smashed to bits.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
To be fair, though,
The one in the fucking suit of armor that can't actually be harmed by fucking fire unless the fire can somehow break the seal.
Well, it's not breaking the seal. If that seal is smudged at all, Alphonse gets yeeted.
That's my point.
It's not just
so unless
breaking
he
it's
somehow
anything.
melted the armor at where his fucking seal is,
Or
he had no
he's-
excuse not to use a shit. But I'm not even talking about him using the fucking fire, because in that fucking context, right? It was raining, so he couldn't use his fucking fire magic, whatever he fucking does,
Okay.
right? So, but
Yes,
you're
he still
telling me
needs
he
a-
can
he still
use
needs a
other alchemy.
transmutation
So in
circle.
that situation, there was nothing this man's could do.
Which there is a transmutation circle on his glove.
But that's specifically for the fire.
Yeah.
Then he's
That's the
fucking
point.
useless because he just stood there. Fucking Strong Man had to go in there and almost get his ass
That's
beat.
the
His
only move
fucking
he could have
pretty
done at
boy
that moment,
Roy
though, without a
just
trans.
fucking stood there.
Only really elite fucking boys can use the thing.
Can use
So
that
he's not
stupid
elite.
collapsed.
He's not as good as like Edward because he has to still use a transmutation circle. And the only alchemy he had as disposable is his glove because it has
You're
a
not
transmutation.
making me like this character anymore. He's just a fucking discount Zuko. His
we can't
main
make the
gimmick
argument
is
without
useless a
spoiling
third
it.
of the time. And even if he can do other shit, he's not fucking proficient enough at it to actually be useful when
Jess,
people are in danger.
this is really hard to argue without just spoiling it.
My opinions aren't based on knowledge of the entire fucking show because I haven't seen it. They're
Because you would
based on
love
what I
him
know.
and you would respect him if you knew.
No, I don't fucking. I respect him less now because y'all are sucking his dick so much. He's a fucking mediocre character right now.
I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
He is a mediocre bitch boy character that watched two children get the shit beat out of him, and
To
a
be
freaking
fair,
general or whatever almost get his ass beat.
Those children are military people.
So is he! So he got outclassed by a fucking 12-year-old!
No, he brought in the military that also handled it.
I'm pretty sure at that point in the show they were the same rank.
You might work for me
Oh,
because
yeah.
I'm
I don't
useless.
think Roy is a general at that point. I think he's just a nerd. Oh yeah, because his whole thing is he wants to be a general.
I'm pretty sure they were.
Yeah, so you're telling me
I'm
that at the
pretty sure
point of
they
the
were the
anime
same
I'm at,
rank.
he's actually fucking garbage.
He's not garbage. He's just at the
He's
same
fucking
level.
garbage! He's done nothing!
He brought the military with him.
He did fucking nothing! That's like saying, oh yeah, Tom, you're a great cook, you bought the groceries.
I mean,
You ain't shit!
quality
You ain't
product
do
is
shit in
quality
that kitchen.
product.
You ain't do shit in that kitchen.
I know Jeff is having a
But you
stroke
somehow
right
get the fucking
now.
credit. Nah, that's not how this works. That's not how this works.
Jeff is having
You don't
a
get fucking
full-
credit for shit you don't do.
Jeff is having a full metal stroke right now.
Full Metal breakdown.
Roy
Here's
is one
the
of
thing.
the best
Here's the
animated
thing.
characters in history.
Don't fucking come at me about my opinions on a character that you know for a fact I've only seen like 2 episodes of, and then be like, well, later in the show he does a bunch of good shit. That's great.
To be fair,
But I don't fucking know about that. What I know about Roy makes him a pussy bitch. A discount Zuko, flaccid firebending bitch.
Jess, to be fair, until I joined this call, I didn't know that you had only seen 2 episodes.
That's why I was so fucking confused when you were like, who the fuck is Ed? And you were talking about fucking airbending. It's like, what do you mean? That man has done nothing but fucking earth magic and trying to bring back his dead mom.
From what I had seen, you had gotten far enough in to have an opinion on
No, she'd have to be
Mustang,
further
so...
than she'd have to be further than that because in Sword of the Sea Mustang you had to go after the Edward kind of fucking.
Well, he shows up for a bit and like...
I'm literally
think
like
the
fucking 10
second
episodes deep. That's it.
She's at the point of where like after Dog Bitch, after that, and then when they fucking Scar, they
fucking
the first round of Scar.
Ed just almost got his cheeks clapped by fucking number 66 or whatever in the 5th laboratory.
Oh, Sword Boy, okay.
Dude,
Yeah, and then fucking Alphonse was like, oh, you're a suit of armor, I'm a suit of armor too. And then the fucking number 44 or whatever the fuck tried to like gaslight him into being like, oh, you're not a real boy. Oh, you're fucking Pinocchio looking head ass.
You're not a real boy.
That's exactly what he fucking said. He was like, yeah, I know I was real because I fucking murder people and I used to do that back when I was, not a suit of armor, but you don't murder people. So you don't know what the fuck you ever were. You just a puppet. And then Alphonse had like a fucking mental breakdown.
As you would.
An existential crisis at the,
Considering he hasn't seen his body for a hot minute, I feel like
he hasn't seen his body for a cool, 10 years.
But yes, Jeff, that statement was literally my first impression of Roy Mustang. And that character has done nothing to disprove what I fucking said. He has done nothing in the show thus far to make me think he's a worthwhile character.
He is definitely a worthwhile character.
Like in terms of fighting, like he has good dialogue and shit. But in terms of actually being useful in a fight or dangerous situation, Mans has no worth right now.
I kind of want to take bets on when her opinion of him will change, and I think the one it's going to be...
I'm going to try and say the statement without spoiling anything. It's hilarious that you think that he's, like, doing nothing in terms of combat, considering he probably has the highest body count in the show, aside from, like, one character.
I think the scene that will make her change her mind is when he gets... Snappy sewer.
Ah, I see.
Alive no more.
Try so hard.
I think it was a sewer, wasn't it? It's something like that. There was water involved.
Oh, guess he better be careful if there's water involved. Don't get his fucking glove wet.
I think he... I think he actually gets around it in that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah, no, it's fine. He finds a loophole in the system, it's fine.
It just pisses me off so much that you come at me for that shit when, like, there's literally no reason for me to think anything good of that character right now. He's had all of fucking 10 minutes of screen time, and during those 10 minutes he did nothing but stand there with his thumb up his ass. His flaccid, wet, non-firebending thumb all the way up his ass.
It's not firebending! He's doing alchemy, bro! There's no magic!
No, he's just a fucking disc, he's a fucking a flamethrower would be more useful. A flamethrower would be more useful, you know why? You could use that shit in the rain.
No, because Full Metal Alchemist actually kind of makes sense other than, my magic.
Does it, though?
It's my equivalent exchange, bro.
Does it make sense, though?
I mean, we used to believe in it as a society that fucking alchemy was real, that you could fucking just transmutate everything, and that's kind of what they're going off of.
The fuck is this other animal?
Because, like, when they brought back their mom, he reads out the recipe for a person, but at the same time, as like, it was also, someone had calculated it as wrong anyway. That his measurements were wrong, which could have been why he summoned fucking Charcoal Demon.
I doubt it. You literally missed the entire point of, like, that backstory if that's what you think went wrong.
Well, it's, you can't bring back people who are dead, but yes. But at the same time,
no, that's not even the point. The point is that you can theoretically bring back a person that's dead, but in order to do it, you would have to sacrifice something equivalent to a human soul, which is likely only another human soul.
Oh, yeah.
So this whole, like, oh, well, he didn't have enough grams of phosphorus. That's not the issue.
Well, that would matter, too, because the whole equivalent exchange thing.
Maybe he would have also actually created something that looked like a human person instead of a weird...
shadow demon.
But the implication is that it's a shadow demon because it doesn't have a fucking soul.
And you got the measurements wrong.
I don't think not having a soul will, like, cause
That's
your
literally
arms
the
to be
whole point. That's
backwards.
why it says fucked up that's why it, like, vaguely sounds human, but it's not. It has nothing to do with how much of the fucking elements is in it.
You shockingly know a lot about this being only 2 episodes. I'm
It's
sorry.
almost like I actually paid attention to the fucking show.
Well, he also got
It's
his
almost like
measurements
I form my opinions of shit off of what I see in the fucking show.
You got the measurements wrong, though, bro.
Yeah, okay. If you get a fucking cake's measurements wrong, it doesn't always, like, if you get them slightly wrong, it's still gonna come out looking vaguely like a cake.
I think
if you forget to put flour in entirely, that shit's not gonna look like a cake.
You know,
that's the issue here.
Well, I mean, didn't look like a cake. I wonder if, like, you know, because every person is different. I wonder if you'd have to get the measurement right for the specific person. Because, like, if you're a very large man, you cannot just add the basic human recipe and expect to get the recipe that you want.
Once again, you are missing.
I know you need you need a code exchange, but that's just for the soul bit. You need to build the body bit. That's what all the chemicals are for. The soul bit's the other bit.
But, like, if he takes the measurements for a standard adult human,
yes,
a standard adult human, and he puts the correct soul in it, his mission has been accomplished. Do you honestly think Ed gives a fuck about whether or not his mom looks exactly like his mom did, or does he care about having his mom's soul back?
He wants his mom to be back exactly the same way.
He literally says in the show that he views anything trapped in suits of armor like his brother as full-on humans.
Yeah, but
he would not give a flying fuck if his mother wasn't physically the exact same.
Yes, he would, because literally the whole thing is all they wanted to do is see their mom's original smile again. So yes, you do have to make your mom in the right way because that's what they're looking for. Again, they don't just want some shadow demon that's like, oh, I love you.
That wasn't the fucking point at all. The point was to have his fucking mom back. He might have said he wanted to see her smile again, but the implication is that he wants the fucking
So you're
joy she
saying
brings
that he would
him.
love, he wanted to bring his mom back looking like a shadow demon, and he wouldn't have a problem with that.
If it was her soul, if it was her fucking soul that spoke and functioned and exactly the way that his mom used to,
In a
he would
shadow
not have a
demon
fucking
body.
problem with that.
I'm gonna politely, firmly disagree with you on that.
He would not, he literally canonically would not have a fucking problem for
Because
that.
considering their whole mission is they wanted to see their mom smile again, I think they do care if they brought their mom back in pain.
You're thinking too fucking physically when you talk about the smile bit. A person's smile isn't just their fucking face, it's the energy behind it. And again, he fucking says when he's battling the serial killer suit of armor dude, I'm not going to kill you because in my eyes you are human, whether you have a physical body or not. So literally he could bring his mom's fucking spirit back in and bond it to a fucking tea kettle, and he would still look at that tea kettle and go, "Oh, Mom, I love you. It's been so
Better than a
long."
shadow demon.
I'm gonna say that he can respect another person in a suit of armor, but they don't have to be like, ah, yes, I also want my mommy to be a suit of armor.
I'm not saying that that's his goal. His goal is to bring her back in her original form, but in a situation where he only brought the soul back correctly and he couldn't manifest her body correctly, he would still be fucking happy. Like, it would probably become part of his new goal to be like, okay, I'm going to figure out how to get her in the right body, just like he's fucking doing with himself and Alphonse, right? But his main goal, the primary aspect of getting to speak to and experience life with his mom again would be accomplished. And y'all are fucking dense if you didn't pick that up. Especially for people that have supposedly seen the whole fucking show, and I haven't. Like, they literally
You're speaking
explain
a
that in
lot
the
on
first,
author
like, 6
intent
moments.
for an author that you don't know.
I would literally bet money based off of what has been said thus far, based on how they fucking set this up. He literally says multiple times, "This suit of armor is still my brother. It has his soul in it. That's still my brother. That's all you
I feel
need
like that was
in
something
his
that came
mind to be a person."
Okay, I feel like that was something that came about from having to deal with his brother being stuck in a suit of armor.
But it doesn't matter how it came about. That's his viewpoint.
His brother also has issues with like being a suit of armor, so he's kind of like consoling
But
him.
it,
Like,
but it doesn't just apply to his brother, though, because he literally applied it to the two fucking armor sword guys
that they don't
at
know.
the laboratory.
What do they
So
know
if it
about
was-
them, though?
What are you talking? What?
If you see a man stuck in a mannequin, that's all you know them as. So that's a person to you. But if you knew what the original person is, not that you're not going to agree that that is the same person by default.
They literally have their fucking souls.
I don't think you get what I'm saying here.
It doesn't matter what he knew. You're missing my point. It's starting to piss me off. You're really starting to piss me off. I have 4 hours of sleep, and y'all really want to fucking argue about Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood when I haven't seen the whole show. What I've seen thus far, he's literally said multiple times, it does not matter what physical form a soul is attached to. The soul itself constitutes a person. So in a theoretical place where he can bring back his mom's soul successfully, he has accomplished like literally 80% of his fucking goal. Like literally 80% of it.
I'm gonna politely yet firmly disagree.
The physical form does not matter nearly as fucking much as the soul does. So once again, if he brought his fucking mom back, attached to another, let's say he had a feminine suit of armor, and he attached that bitch's soul to the feminine suit of armor, you really think he's gonna look at that and he's gonna go, wow, that ain't my mama, even though that's her soul, even though it has all the same memories, even though it loves me, even though it talks to me, even though it interacts with me.
I will say one thing about that claim. When you watch later in the series, you'll find out why they probably would not want to put their mom in a suit of armor or anything that isn't their body.
They fucking want.
But I'm saying, I'm speaking.
I'm done. No, I'm fucking leaving. No, that is not what I was fucking saying whatsoever. I literally said multiple times.
Out that
that is not the ideal situation.
From, like, a person saying that he did the calculation wrong.
My whole thing was not that, oh, he would purposely put his fucking mom's soul in a suit of armor. I'm sure he would attempt to bring her back full body and everything. But if he fucked it up and only got her soul in the process, that's more than half the battle for him. That's most of his fucking mom. The physical form does not matter to Ed. Probably because he did put his fucking brother in a suit of armor. Probably because he lost half of his fucking human body trying to do that. Like, it's so fucking infuriating for you to sit there and be like, well, if he doesn't bring his mom back perfectly, then he's not fucking happy about it. The whole reason he was mad at the fucking shadow demon is because there was no essence of a human soul there. Literally none of it. And he gets fucking sucked into that white bright light room dimension or whatever, right? Where they like unlock the secrets of alchemy to him or whatever the fuck, right? And like when I watched that, the implication there was that he was learning that you need fucking human soul to bring human back because humanity is stored in the fucking soul, not the balls.
All right.
So infuriating.
Like Tom's having a stroke right now. You good, Tom?
I'm fine.
Bruh, fuck this shit, man. Be pissy. I don't care.
I think that's you. I think you're projecting.
I'm vibing. I'm just speaking from what I know and the things.
You know, my knowledge of having watched the whole show multiple times.
I mean, and Jeff, I could be wrong
And
if you think I'm talking
the source
shit.
material.
But I think, at least from what I've understood of the show, they can respect like Barry the Chopper. His soul is in that armor. That is him, at least at this age, at this point in time. But like, from at least how I gather, the deep connection they had with their mom and things, they wanted to bring her back exactly, and they wouldn't have taken a lesser thing. At least from what I remember. I could be wrong.
Also making a lot of assumptions about the philosophies of, you know, a 5-year-old.
Yeah, and at least when they talk about it later, it kind of comes off as they're, I don't know. I could be wrong, but from my understanding, that's what I'm led to believe.
Yeah. It's just my understanding of having watched the show, like, the whole way through, like, 6 times, and having read the source material.
And because they also, like, binding...
You know, nothing important.
Alphonse's soul to the armor. I mean, if they understood that, they could have done it with their mother as well, but they didn't. And technically, at that moment in time, when he bonded it, Alphonse's soul was fucked. And it was legitimately just throwing a frag grenade and going, oh, I hope this works.
I hope this works out. Just gonna be eating her words when she realizes at the end of the show that Mustang has the highest homunculus body count.
Well, like, there's so many... like, the thing is, like, oh, they would love to put him in a suit of armor. No, because he already knows that Alphonse... He knows, basically, as soon as the thing happens, that Alphonse is actually wasting away in soul dimension mode. And where he kind of has to go, oh, fuck.jpg. I need to, like, unfuck my brother before he turns into...
Yeah. Mustang has the highest homunculus body count next to Ed. They both have 2. Yeah, they both got 2. And he also has a pretty high normal body count too.
Yeah. The person responded, I suppose we'll go with the capacity, then level of effort to kill a lot of people before authorities can react. And then I responded...
Link them the, what was that mass stabbing that I sent you? Where like 140 something
And then he's
people?
like, what did the last sentence, like, people go to the range and have fun with guns? The Second Amendment isn't just for defense. Also,
it's for being able to enjoy yourself in a safe and regulated environment.
I'm also saying that's not a quantifiable amount of animal.
where is it? This is the one? Yeah, the 2014 Kunming attack. 31 people were killed and 141 were wounded.
I love how we made Jessica atomic and basically all we did was speak from what we know of the show. Also, art is subjective.
She's saying, I'm speaking from what I know of the show. Okay, and so am I. I'm also speaking from what I know of the show from having watched it 6 times.
You would know because you've watched it. Do you think they would bring their mother back in any capacity, or they were going for, we want mom normal again?
Going by what they know at the end of the show, they probably wouldn't have brought her back anyway, but going by, like, what they were doing when they were, 5-year-olds, they were probably trying to go for an exact copy.
Because their whole thing is they wanted a normal life with a mom, because there's, kick the bucket. So their whole thing was like, we bring back mom normally, we have a normal life as kids, and we forget that we broke, like, the cardinal sin of alchemy.
Hold on, let me open Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood on Hulu real quick.
Why is that? You're just gonna, like, do some impromptu research?
Yeah.
Because at least the idea of them being young, and maybe they have hindsight now that they'd want her back in any capacity, but it even seems like later, even in the middle of the show, they have no interest of ever bringing their mom back again. They tried, they failed, and they will not do it again because they realize how much of a fucking garbage fire it is to do the thing that they wanted to do. And then, but in the beginning, their whole point was they wanted just a normal life. They wanted their mom back because their daddy left to go get milk and never came back. But hey, I'm the asshole because...
It's so hard trying to explain why Mustang's actually great without spoiling the whole show.
Well, because he's like... It's like so many things like avenging Hughes and shit like that, and,
Has she gotten that far yet?
No.
Okay.
She barely even knows who Hughes is. And it's like, you don't know all the things he does, especially, like, he does certain things because he wants, Edward and Alphonse to, not be weak. Be considering that there are, like, they have huge targets painted on their backs because of who they are. So, like, even I think he said that when he was like, it's not going to be an easy life, but, this is a path for you to take kind of thing. And... Because I think when he comes to them as children, he's basically like, are you going to sit here and cry? Or are you going to do something about it? And so, like, again, my understanding about that is like, he's telling them, he's also training them because you're military. And when you're getting your ass beat, I think at the same time it's also a lesson to be like, yeah, do you want this to happen again? Do you want to be here again where you have to risk your life to, save your brother's ass from getting torn to, shrapnel, etc., etc.? But hey, what do I know? I only watched the show like 3 times. The only thing that's like, it bugs me is like, you're talking about what you think of an entire series from the limited perspective of not the full show.
Yeah. Come on.
The dinner is done.
All right.
Sorry.
Come Come on.
Oh. Hopefully Jess will be back at some point. Oh. Hopefully Jess will be back at some point.
Also, if they didn't care if it was actually, like, the body of their mom, why did they go with human transmutation instead of soul binding?
Which would have been significantly easier.
Yeah.
But hey, what do I know? I only watched the show.
I've only seen the whole thing and read the source material.
Hashtag.
You know, I might as well just know nothing, right?
Clearly, I do not know as much as someone who has barely watched the
Clearly,
series.
I'm not a marine biologist.
This is a fucking Joker moment. Also, like, a lot of the story, or I shouldn't say a lot of the story, but there's parts of the story that are up to interpretation. It's fine to think that, like, they'd be fine with just any piece of meat with their mom's soul in it, but, like, it defeats the purpose of having a normal life with, like, your mom's not around.
Yeah.
But hey.
You know, what do I know?
Yeah. I got really heated for such a simple fucking meme.
Yeah.
It was just the most agitating to me because it's like you're talking about so many things that we can't A, tell you about without just spoiling the show, or B, you're talking about things you have no frame of reference about.
It's just really annoying.
Yeah, because like you can't spoil the show directly, or you're trying not to. But at the same time, it's like
Your arguments are also coming from a place of having not seen far enough into the show to understand.
well, yeah, like there's so many things like they burned down their house because they wanted to move on, and shenanigans like that.
Like all this stuff, it's like if I tell you this, it'll make the argument so much easier, but I can't because it'll spoil a good chunk of the show.
You make life a lot harder that way.
It's like if I spoil the show, then like what's the point of watching it?
Yeah. And that's the hard thing. And it's like, you know, like even me, I was like saying like that's my opinion. So that's me just trying to say like, you know, everything's kosher. You just don't exactly know. You know, you don't have a large enough frame. Even like Roy Mustang, it's like you don't know how much he actually does.
You don't know how much work he puts in
To like
during the like entirety of the show.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's the best character. Like I'm not saying he's like the best character, but like he actually, you know, feels to be a real character, and he actually, you know, does some badass shit to protect people. Like yes, you saw one moment where he did a flaccid and fucking whatever she called it like thing. It's like yes, but at the same,
Firebending.
but it's like he does so much more, and also it's a really clean way to like incorporate that he has a weakness, water. Like,
You know, because if he didn't have that weakness, he would probably be able to body just about anyone in the show.
Hence, like, what he can do with the lighter while he just fucking destroys, what is it, Envy? Or, not Envy.
Lust.
Yeah, Lust, because Envy is the little
Dude, it was so
piss
hard.
ant.
It was so hard to fight against the water thing without spoiling that entire bit where he just turns the room of water into hydrogen.
Yeah. And it's like, he does all this incredible shit, and it's like, you don't have a framework, like, yeah, future, future.
It's like just, and I can't spoil the fact that he just obliterated Envy like solo.
Yeah, one of the most powerful enemies in the show, and he just kind of just did it with a lighter and pure righteous anger.
He just did it with a glove and just rage.
And didn't stop until they were crispy.
Didn't stop until the lieutenant just threatened suicide.
It's just...
He was like, I should probably stop. I should probably chill.
But it was for Hughes, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Red Mustang is a damn good character, though.
He is.
So is Riza Hawkeye.
You can't like Mustang because he's useless in the rain.
In a very specific circumstance.
Also, while completely ignoring the fact that in the show, rain only happens like once a month.
Yeah. It only happened like it rains when they're fighting Scar for the first time. Happens when
And then
Dog
like
bitch.
not again for a while.
Yeah, well, I actually think the dog scenario and that are actually connected. I think it's the same, like,
Yeah, that's in like the same
span.
like bit. I'm pretty sure that actually happens like less than a day apart.
Yeah, because you went from that fucked up thing. Doesn't it rain when they fucking stop with the fucking church nerd? I believe this doesn't rain when that arc kind of rounds off for Cornello.
Yeah.
Can't remember now. I don't think actually maybe it does, because like doesn't it, because like doesn't really like say, are you gonna break down every time something like this happens?
Oh yeah, like right after.
Yeah, and you know it's like, you know,
She'll probably be back.
probably, or we'll get a divorce, you know.
Divorce over Full Metal Alchemist.
You know, seems
Over the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood lore.
I take that show very seriously because it's one of like my favorite animes, man.
You can't just go comparing the best character in the show to...
And don't get me
Some
wrong,
random
Zuko's
dude.
cool. He's a cool character, but they are not equatable.
Also the fact that I haven't seen Avatar, but can't they just like can't he just basically make fire out of nothing?
Yeah. It's like out of his like well, he uses anger for fuel, and then eventually he like gets infinite fire from dragons, and it's like, okay.
Okay, so he's just magic.
Yeah, basically magic. You can do as much
it's
fire
like-
as you want as long as you have stamina or whatever. Which they've never run out of stamina just producing fire. It seems like they can just do it, you know.
So it's like, okay, you're comparing the guy who has like infinite ability, and also he can just manipulate specifically the direction and like stuff of the fire, to a guy whose ability basically ranges to controlling where in the air turns to flammable gas.
Yeah, it comes out of your fists and shit. You can make fire knives and shit. It's like, but really, like, kudos to Full Metal Alchemist. Like, I know it's not full science, because of course, like, the way they're doing alchemy is kind of magic. But for all intents and
It is
purposes,
kind of magic, but something needs to be there. He can't just make something.
yeah, and so it curves the possibility. The only exception is being Scar, which just destroys shit without recollection. But I believe that's
But,
actually
like,
explained too. That he's
That is
technically
explained because there's the stages of alchemy. There's like the analyzing, deconstruction, and reconstruction. He
Yeah.
just stops before he makes something new.
he just haha destroy.
Yeah, pretty much.
He splits the atom. That explains it. Infinite energy, technically. But it's like
Scar slaps a piece of uranium.
This man slaps your girl's ass. What do you do?
Die. Scar slaps the demon core.
Bro, she didn't even like strong that much, and that hurt.
Wait, what?
She didn't like fucking. Ah, damn it, his name blanks me. Strong buff boy. Armstrong. There we go.
Yeah, that one.
Strong's his name. I got close enough.
Close enough.
It's like she was not impressed. Like I'm like, this is like the best character, man.
It's like, I'm sorry you're used to people with just magic.
Which Strong's fucking alchemy is just haha yeet.
It's
Fucking
just like,
woke up and ate my Wheaties.
it's like his alchemy, Armstrong's alchemy is like secondary to his just ability to fight.
He turns with this.
It's like most of the point of his power is just like that he uses alchemy as like a backup to his main thing, which is just that he's like the world's greatest MMA fighter.
Considering that he 1v1 Scar and was doing pretty
Almost
alright.
won.
Yeah, it was doing pretty well considering all he was doing was legitimately just beating the shit out of him. Well, I still think my favorite scene is when fucking Roy Mustang just burns the fuck out of Lust. It is
It's
such
really
a good
satisfying.
fucking scene. The only other scene is that is when they destroy the piss ant fucking the fucking child. When I saw him die, I fucking clapped. I stood up and clapped the first time because he's a fucking annoying piss baby.
Pride.
Yeah, fuck that kid.
When Ed just literally reaches in him, grabs his by the head, and just crushes his skull.
Crunch. The only
Dude, that's like a Mortal Kombat finisher. That's a fatality right there.
The only character I kind of felt bad and is the lieutenant, or as he, because like you still like him, and even in the last fighting scene, you're kind of like, man, you're a bitch, but you're.
Are you talking about Wrath?
Yeah, because you're like you're a bitch, but you're a cool bitch.
Yeah, Bradley was.
Because you like him, because like the entire series
He's
builds
such
you
a
up
cool
to be.
character.
Yeah, and even at the end, you're like, I know you're a piece of shit, but damn, why you gotta do it?
It's like, I know you're a horrible person, but God, I kind of still like you as a character. You're
And also
like,
that last fight scene that he's in is fucking kick ass.
when he just Scar breaks the blade and he just grabs it with his teeth.
The only time that's like any time that's ever happened in anime is cool. Even like in One Punch Man when he does it to the fucking ninja nerd and fucking just bites his sword and turns it to dust, and then fucking punches him in the nuts. Well, I guess he didn't punch him in the nuts. He let gravity do the work, because if you would have punched him in the nuts, he would have no children no more.
Have no life no more.
Motherfucking consecutive serious punches.
It's just like, I can't spoil anything, and that makes making this argument like legitimately so much harder.
Yeah, it is hard because like, you know, like yeah, you can just be like, yeah, Rome Mustang's a fucking bad bitch, but it's like you can't say anything that like you don't.
It's like, I can't provide proof.
Because like his curve of badassery is an exponential curve from like not much to a lot of cool shit that he does. And it's
When he
like,
was blind and they had him as like artillery support against against Father.
yeah, that's pretty good.
It's just like, this is so good.
I messaged Jessie, okay, and she just responded with no. It's like, I'm in trouble. I'm in danger.
I'd like to point out that I'm pretty sure she started an argument with herself.
Because I just made the meme of like he didn't use the right thing. It's like
You just made the joke about it, and that turned into a whole argument.
yeah, and then
She started that argument on her own. It wasn't even your fault.
I only seriously it's like you like at no point in the show they're like, well, he just wanted her mom and then he had no, they wanted their mom in their exact aspect, and that's why I fucking said to them. It's like they're not like, if only my mom was this avocado. It's like no. They kind of had a direction with the whole thing.
Also about the thing where he gets sucked into like the void and learns that like you can't do a soul. No, he didn't learn that. He didn't learn that you can't transmute a soul. He literally says to the truth, my theory about human transmutation wasn't wrong. I was just missing something.
Yeah, so and
Were his exact words. I'm reading them from the sub right now.
which what you also find out is like I'm pretty sure the Philosopher's Stone is also the answer in that because it's a eye
It's a
for
life for life type thing.
which is the same thing when they find out because that's when they find out the secret of Philosopher's Stone is the reason why they don't use it to bring back Alphonse to his normal thing because they think it's wrong. And then that's another reason why they would never bring their mom back again because in order to do it, yeah, you need another human soul to do it.
Yeah.
But at the same time is even if they would still want their mom back in a normal capacity, which means, you know, the mixture has to be right of the human soup. Because I'm not like
The human fun dip.
and yes, like the measurements, like people made a calculation, the measurements were decently off. But again, but at the same time, is Tasa go like, well, that doesn't matter because the soul is everything. It's like, no, you can't just produce a whole human with just the soul. You do need the materials, and you do need the correct ones. You could argue though, if you had an abundance of the materials, that you could kind of do it like the amperage thing, where you can give a circuit, 12 volts and 100 amps, and it won't necessarily use all 100 amps. You could kind of do that solution and say like, well, he could abundantly go over, but if you have little of something, it's kind of like not adding enough like materials to a cookie. You look at the fucking chart that's like, oh, not enough baking soda, and it looks like fucking a tumor. It's like, yeah, it kind of does matter what you add for your human chocolate chip cookie. If not, it's gonna change your mom from one mom to a fucking shadow demon.
Yeah. Alright, I'll be right back. I need to get some food and use the bathroom.
Okay. Where the hell am I going? That's a pretty area. Oh yeah.
Zuko's a discount Roy Mustang.
Now that is an accurate statement.
I think Jess would be upset if I sent her that.
I think she's just up in center. I mean, I mean, she's still mad about that fucking Minecraft parrot, man. Don't know if you wanna go down this dusty road.
I mean, it seems like a fun time.
I mean, you're more than free to say it. I'm not dealing with it. I'll just be like, I don't encourage this behavior. But what you said is accurate. I would say Roy Mustang is a cooler character than Zuko is.
Bro, Bradley would wipe the floor with Zuko. No cap.
Bradley has fucking sicko mode energy.
Yeah. That is true.
All this while playing a children's game. The grown-ass adult I am.
There you go. Playing a children's game while arguing about cartoons.
Calm down, son, is just a drawing.
Now, you think she'd be upset if I sent her that image?
Send it, just double it up. Just send him up and be like, fucking Zuko is just a discount Roy Mustang. And then just bring it with the calm down, son, it's just a drawing.
Wait for a response and then send calm down, son, it's just a drawing.
You know what? Fucking send it. I dare you.
I feel like this is a bad idea.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You're not dating her. You're fine. At any point, you can just kind of just go shalom and dip out.
But I feel like, for some reason, I feel like if I do this, you're gonna have to deal with the fallout.
I'm literally will just go like, man, I'm just vibing, man.
Yeah.
I don't control what you say.
But you know it's gonna come around to her telling you that you endorse this behavior.
Oh yeah, like the... You didn't tell him no, I didn't know about it. Calm down, son, it's just a drawing. I completed the Big Lebowski.
Speaking of the Big Lebowski, what about that meme I sent you earlier?
Brilliant. Where the fuck am I supposed to turn this quest at? Oh, in Fort Pinta. There we go. Let's go.
Were you having fun reading through the comments on that?
I'm getting so many upvotes by just coming in with logic. Because logic is a rare thing these days.
It's in limited supply.
And like, I like when posts get downvoted, like, because like there's a couple good posts with good takes, but they end it with like "get fuck libtard." It just gets downvoted. It's so great because it always just takes like one guy's just like, you fucking libtard cuck, and it just, no matter what, how good of a point you said before that, your point is immediately invalidated. That's fucking hilarious.
I don't understand why Jess has to engage in this fatherless behavior.
I mean, you're arguing, like, it's kind of like you're doing, like, the first cardinal sin. You're arguing about something you don't know. Like, that's kind of, like, setting you up for immediate
Kind of like
failure.
a big no-no.
Well, because, like, the whole assumption, like, assume the person you're talking to knows more than you do. In this case, you can near guarantee that we know more about the series than you. So if we're saying, like, don't think that's,
Should have called Matt in to join the argument.
You know, yeah, bring Bat in here. We could talk to him about it and see what his takes are.
Nah, his girlfriend is with him in town, which means he can't do anything fun for the next week.
F. Maybe
Well, they just sit around playing, like, Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't understand, because, like, when
You know,
they're there, like...
something they could totally do while they're not together, but they decide to do it while they're sitting next to each other.
Yeah, I never get that. They bring him down, like, and he never really plans, like, anything, like... Like, I'm not saying, like, you have a full itinerary or anything, but, like...
God knows I didn't.
Most of the things that they do are things that, like, you could do, like you said, at distance.
They're not something you need to be sitting on the couch, like couch co-op.
And, like, I get, like, if it was, like, at night or something, yeah, like, you have nothing better to do, play some games together or whatever.
Everything's closed, so you might as well.
But, like, maybe you should go out and see some shit, go on a date, go see a movie, go the fuck outside and touch some grass. God.
Don't go to the range, because that was boring last time.
Yeah.
Still mad about that.
Don't go to Infinitos.
No, do not. Never go to Infinitos. Don't give them your money. They don't deserve it.
Fucking, all my homies hate Infinitos. I've never been there either.
Have you really never been there?
Never been to Infinitos.
Good, don't go.
Had no reason to eat that pizza.
The only thing that's there that's even slightly good is like the dessert stuff.
And it's probably
But that's because it's like it's a pie. You can't really.
I mean, they fuck up pizza, and that's like fucking up pizza is supposed to be like the bar of like you're kind of dumb.
I thought that was eggs.
Yeah, but like pizza's known as like the thing is like even when it's bad, it's still pretty good. Like, so if you manage to fuck up that formula, like, damn, bro, you stupid.
It can literally be like 3 ingredients if you get like pre-made crust.
Yeah.
If you get like pre-made dough for the crust, then it's literally like a 3-ingredient thing, and then just tossing it in the oven.
Dude, I'm already level 8 in this game, bro. I'm cooking.
Too bad Jess is never gonna play it with you again because your opinions on a show that she hasn't watched are different.
Having Levi scream while the song Sexual Healing is playing is not a vibe. Nothing like Marvin Gaye and child screaming. This is how I avoid copyright. Can you actually hear the music in the background?
No.
Cool. Jess is no longer responding to me.
That's it. It's over.
It's been a good run, boys.
It's been a good couple years.
Reading the dialogue in this game's overrated.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is overrated.
Another hot take you shouldn't message Jez. just Avatar is overrated. Just quotations, the guy who's never watched it. It's an alright show. Like, it's...
I saw, like, the first, I want to say 3 episodes, because Matt forced me to watch them.
It's not groundbreaking, but it's not bad. Like,
And it's like, I was like 3 episodes in, I was like, this is really boring.
yeah, it's a
like,
mix.
I don't like watching those types of shows, right, where it's, like, the first episodes are really boring, and you have to wait before it gets to good content.
Yeah.
Like, stuff that's fun to watch.
Been getting just to slowly watch also Cowboy Bebop as well.
And it's like, I'm not gonna watch the first, like, quarter of a show if it's just gonna be boring and I'm gonna get nothing out of it.
Yeah.
Then it's like, what's the point in me even watching it?
It's kind of the thing that's always an issue with, like, reading books for me. Because, like, the first couple pages or chapters are, like, you know, just world building. It's like, come on, man. I'm limited on time here.
See, I like world building, but there's a good and a bad way to do it.
Yeah, like, there's shows that do a good job of it where it kind of throws you in and you piece it together by, you know, like, you just understanding it. And then there's, like, the ones that's like, and this is all the ins and outs of the world you need to know. Rule number 17. Like, nah, fuck you. You can explain the rules without explaining the rules.
Yeah.
Motherfucking sexual healing, bro. She's from Portugal, of course. That's probably why you sound stupid. What good shit comes from Portugal, bro? This horse runs like has scoliosis.
Should send Jess a screenshot of me asking Matt what's better, Full Metal Alchemist or The Last Airbender.
I mean, did you ask him that already?
No. I know what his answer would be, though.
It should be Full Metal, because it's... Full Metal's more, I think, emotional, like... It's better with, like, getting you to feel shit than, you know...
Also, I appreciate it when the main character doesn't just become, like, God at the end of the show.
Yeah, it's kind of refreshing that Edward gives up his abilities.
While kind of dumb, I respect the show for doing it.
Yeah, because I don't think... Well, at the same time, I don't think Edward ever wanted to be a renowned alchemist. He just wanted a simple life, which he technically got. He gets to fuck Winry, and, you know, Alphonse gets to go off and do some fucking, you know, gang shit.
Yeah.
And Winry Rockabelle is one fucking thick bitch.
Yeah.
And she still gets to repair his leg, because he never got his leg back, because, you know, that was his cost for his mom.
You know, the cost for failing to do something is just the Void stole his leg.
And his brother stuck his fucking arm. Greedy fuckhead. Hell yeah, I'm inspecting these sheepies, bro. It's really to be a sexual healing moment. Fuck you,
Yeah,
Portugal.
that was a fun argument to have.
Yeah, let me tell you, it was fucking
Technically, it wasn't really an argument. She was arguing with herself, but it was fun. It was fun to be there.
It was fun to participate.
You know, when I was trying to say something, but she just keep talking louder and louder over me. It's like, bro, I'm just trying to make a point.
It is frustrating, like, it's like you're talking a lot about a character you still don't even know. It's kind of important to know the character before, you know, you make
Before you
assumptions.
start just saying stuff like that.
You should just be like, I've watched 2 episodes of Avatar. Zuko's a piece of shit character.
I mean, I have seen him on screen before, right?
And yeah,
He does appear in the first couple episodes.
and you see him when he's an evil man. So you could totally do that.
I could totally do that, and it would be completely valid.
And if she tries to invalidate it, then she invalidates her own. The fuck are we doing?
I'm glad you're on board with this. And it's just like, at the same time, it was just like, you're making a lot of assumptions about the mental state of like a 5 or 6-year-old.
Yeah. Making a lot of assumptions, man. Gotta take this motherfucking sheep named Solaire without fucking near solitaire.
Okay, I'm gonna go get more food.
Good okay. Come on, you little prick bitch.
I have returned.
Hello.
Soup.
Is that a Supra, bro?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm surprised she hasn't at least made an attempt to come back yet.
This is a very serious debate, man.
This would have been horrible in debate club.
She was in a politics class in like.
How did that go?
A guy got really angry the one day and he like yelled at her and she didn't take it too well. because the guy was being a prick bitch. But like, politics, people get heated and, you know, get angry. It's kind of like par for the course.
Yeah. People getting angry and yelling is to be expected when talking about politics.
Yeah, that's one of those things that just get people just riled up.
For some reason. I don't really get it, but whatever.
Calm down, son. It's just a drawing.
Look at a map of different, like, county lines.
How the fuck am I supposed to complete this quest? None of you fuckers have an exclamation point above your head. Bring the sheep back to Landon. Is the sheep not back to Landon? Is this sheep not back to Landon? Excuse me? You know I didn't just walk this entire sheep this entire way just to fucking have it cuck me now. Bruh. Guess I bug this. Ah, pog. Try leaving the area. Since this game has a render distance of 4. Okay, that quest bugged. Don't care that much to fix it. Not a reset tomorrow, or reset whenever I relaunch a game. I gotta wait a day until you call for pickup and then go just pause this shit in my shit. Because I can see what the new item in the Christmas area is.
Sending you all of the memes.
Understandable. Oh, I just left my horse out in the middle of nowhere. Pog.
Oh god. Here, Tom.
Small nuclear war could reverse global warming for years. Understandable. That's what we call an industry pro gamer move.
I think I sent you this.
Dude, I got a fuck ton of upvotes by just saying random shit. We're up at that. We got now 4,096 Reddit karma, bro. I'm a big league boy.
How much are you actually getting from this?
From like these posts.
Yeah.
I think the one has like 20 upvotes. Then I also posted I posted a comment on meat crayon, where a woman like just ran out in the front of like a Tour de France style bike, and I said, I literally just commented, aren't you supposed to look both ways before crossing the road? And that's got 57 upvotes. Reddit is easy. What's up? I'm working on my level 9. To hit level 9, I can do it. Can't wait for this one keyboard revision to come out, because I'm going to go with a even smaller keyboard. I'm going 47 keys, bro. It's the plank keyboard, but there's supposed to be a new revision coming out, which is supposed to make like the USB port like near indestructible. And I figured whatever it comes out to be, like I'm gonna use one of those magnetic cables. You know what I mean? So it's
I see you've seen the straight pull flashbang dispenser.
Yeah.
Love that.
You looking through my like Reddit history at the moment?
Yeah.
It is a long history, my man.
Yeah, about 3 years of history.
I had another Reddit account, but I ended up deleting it because I didn't feel like deleting all the Reddits I was subscribed to that I didn't feel like it, so I just deleted the Reddit. I'm subscribed to like 1,000 Reddits, and like 75% of that is porn. I'm gonna be completely real with you, because I have this issue of where I find a niche thing that I'm into, and I'm like, you know what? Because like Reddit only chooses between like 25 or 50 Reddits to choose from, so it's kind of like a hidden gift that when sometimes you log on and be like, oh yeah, this community I subscribe from. But I'm trying to like, I'm trying to subscribe to more shit that's not pornographic, which is hard.
Five hours ago. Now this sparks joy.
Dude, you know how many times I comment on like a pornographic thing of a woman being like, you know, what would you eat first? And every time I always comment something about the McDonald's McRib. So there's like 300, probably there's so many like comments of like, what would you like? And I'm like, I personally like the McDonald's McRib, now back at participating McDonald's locations for like $5.99. The one time, one of the ladies responded, why are you talking about the McRib? It's just like, because it's back. People probably think I'm a fucking robot, just sponsor McDonald's. I don't even think the McRib actually is back at the. Is it? I've never had a McRib.
I don't think so. It's not worth it. What is this?
I love
science.
Is that the one where I commented on like?
Got the reaction time of a dead cat.
Yeah, because he gets hit in the fucking leg with a weight that he had like a good 45 seconds to respond.
Bad touch on the thanks I hate egg.
Because he eats an egg and then drinks egg, and then I just, you know, just gave me bad touch. I'm gonna subscribe to your Reddit next and see what the fuck you comment on.
I don't comment on anything.
As long as you're one of those people that are like, yeah, fucking take it off, you bitch. I've downvoted the creepy people on Reddit so many times because, like, I don't know if they think that people are actually, like do you think a woman's, like, sitting there like, ah, yes, I'm so glad you said that you want to fucking eat my ass while your mom watches. How do these fucking sacks have to move? This is just slavery.
Here you go, Tom.
I seen that fucking the fucking hit this lick and oh wow, you haven't commented on anything. I like your little whatever the fuck they call their Reddit nerd icon things. Fucking splinks or whatever. I like mine with the fucking fro. It's my favorite.
Who does?
My like little icon of the.
No, I mean who just joined.
Someone joined? Oh, it's Jess.
Welcome back.
Jeff is going through my Reddit history.
Why?
Because he
Successful, I'm sure.
It's a lot of fucking memeing around. I'm surprised I haven't gotten banned from a subreddit yet by being the way I am.
Oh, you mean shit posting on girls' nudes?
I don't know. I mean, I partially do
And
that.
there you go, Tom.
But yeah, I figured at one point I'm gonna get banned for commenting things about the McRib on random people's shit. But I
You
might.
should just make an account that just says like unofficial McDonald's McRib, and then just have that be your thing.
If I could get the Reddit account just Mick_rib and just make the picture of McRib.
No. The
McRib.
McRib.
Ah, yes. You need the intensity.
Yeah, you need the
I
precursor
appreciate
there.
that you blocked out your fucking name and shit. Like.
What?
He sent me like that he's never posted anything or he's never anything. I post shit all the time because I have random questions. Get those free
I used to
updates.
post on Reddit.
You need to get those updates, man. Also, my Reddit thing has the Discord link in it, so if I shitpost, maybe I'll get shit posters to my thing too. The fucking Discord.
Fair.
No, yay.
I see you look at Critical Blunder.
I'm subscribed to a lot of Reddits, my man.
Dude, Critical Blunder is great.
Meat Crayon is pretty good too.
Did you just say meat crayon?
Yeah, it's basically people basically getting skinned against asphalt. You are the crayon.
Oh, that's. For some reason, I thought it was something sexual.
No.
I thought it had something
for
to do with
some people it
penises.
might be sexual. Some people are into that. I'm just
No,
not
I
one of those.
really thought it had something to do with penises.
Nah. I'm subscribed to a lot of Reddits where people get hurt, like, hold my feeding tube.
Critical Blunder.
Yeah. When Jess hasn't sent you any new mail. Sad shit.
Eat my
I
ass.
had a quest that bugged, so I'm gonna have to relog to get it to unload so I can do it again, but I'm not sure.
What bugged?
Hey,
So you're supposed to drop off a
bit where you
sheep,
were
and there's a
commenting.
green thing, but like, it won't let me actually submit it. So it's like it's not that big a deal. You literally just walk a sheep to a location. What?
Here's the bit where you're commenting on the, replying to the comments about people not knowing current gun laws.
Yeah, I didn't expect
It's
us to
great.
get so many upvotes by just being right.
I love that. I mean, violence and murder are illegal, and the people who commit crimes obviously weren't concerned with that.
Me, I'm getting political.
Well, violence isn't always illegal. It's just mostly
Well, what
illegal.
they're saying is like, the conversation was like banning guns will like solve like they're like
It's the people who are breaking gun laws don't give a fuck about the law anyway.
well, yeah, they're like, if we ban guns, it would stop domestic violence with guns. I'm like, yes, because, and then I responded in tone of, because banning that would stop all violence. Like, you're just changing the kind of violence. It's, if you just ban guns, the domestic violence is still gonna be there. It's just not.
Well, not only are you changing that, but like, you're not banning guns legally in America is not going to stop the underground gun bullshit we got going on.
Well, yeah. So it's
So
like,
it would just be a situation where like the average civilian couldn't protect themselves, and criminals had all the power.
the quickest shutdown you can do to someone is like ban guns is just go, yeah, we should
Dude,
ban murder.
did you watch that fucking thing I sent you with the little country balls?
Oh yeah, they're Poland balls. That's
What now?
They're like
Did-
you know those
did you
countries that are like
actually
the little
watch it?
round balls in their comics.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they've been around for like
Thomas.
dawn of the internet.
Thomas, did you watch it?
No, I was at work.
Well, watch it, because it has
What?
to do with America and guns and
I'll
freedom.
watch it later. I'm doing horse shit.
You know what? You are horseshit.
Wow, thanks, Jess.
Yeah. You are all the welcome.
Zuka is just a beta Roy Mustang.
Do not start with me. I'm still pissed at you.
What does this bridge even go to? This bridge just goes to water. This is the worst.
What are you fucking talking
The
about?
river is ice, but this bridge literally just goes into water.
What are you talking about?
The game?
You mean a pier, bro?
No, it's not a pier. It's a fucking curved bridge into the water. It's not a pier.
Where are you at right now? Show me your fucking receipts.
I'm racing right now, but like I am
Because
streaming.
I guarantee you you're on some bullshit.
I'll show you then. Since you don't fucking believe me because you're gay and your mom's gay and you're full of gay.
You know, projection is not a good coping mechanism, and we should work on that if you're gonna continue to project your problems onto me this way.
I remember a time when someone else said something about projection and it did not go well. Nothing.
I don't understand what you're referencing.
Poland Ball.
What?
I'm surprised you never heard of Poland Ball. It's that comic you sent. The comic with the things that's been
Dude,
like...
when you fucking called them Poland balls earlier, I thought you were just retarded and thought the country in the beginning was Poland.
No, it's literally called Poland Ball. It's like where it started.
I just think they're cute.
Yeah, it's called Poland Ball. So if you want to look up more of them, Poland Ball.
I don't have to. I get them on my TalkPic.
TikTok is cancer, and anyone who uses TikTok is cancer.
I mean, you don't use it and you're still cancer, so I might as well at least have fun to match your energy.
So you're watching my stream now?
What?
This is the bridge.
I'm not watching your stream.
Bruh, then you want to see the stupid bridge?
Take a fucking picture and send it to me.
Bruh.
Or here's a mad lad idea. Open your fucking map and tell me where you're at.
Bruh. Fine, let me submit this in voice text. See? This bridge is going into water.
Give me exactly 30 seconds.
That's not a pier.
Oh.
That is not a pier.
Tom, I see it.
Yeah, it's not a pier.
I opened the stream. That is just a bridge going into the
Give
water.
me exactly 30 seconds.
Here.
Are you at Paddock Island? Is that what you're bitching about?
I don't know.
Here, Jess.
I'm
I'll send you a
I'm at
screenshot.
Pony Point.
Here, Jess.
What?
That.
I sent it in voice text. That bridge is going into the water. I'm not. You're gonna be like, oh, you retarded, Tom. Fucking fatherless behavior. Ha ha ha.
It's not going into water.
It is.
It's literally not. When they fucking did the ice animation, they animated the ice up higher than all the water. You're not standing where water would be. You're standing where land would be.
I don't know. It looks like ice to me, and that when thawed turns into water.
But that bridge actually crosses a small stream.
Kind of sus. At this
Fucking
current
distance on this planet is sus.
At this current time, it is going into water.
Contact your mothership and tell them they need to come pick you up.
Oh, fuck you. Eat my ass, cunt.
I'll think about it. Oh, dope. This is an Arabian. Okay, cool.
I need to get an Arabian to do the one race because my horse is not good enough, and I need a fucking Arabian to do it.
You don't necessarily need an Arabian. You can also do it with a Mawari or the trick.
I'm not really concerned with it right now, but I'll eventually get one.
Yeah, except Mawaris are dope. They have stupid ears, and I love them.
You have stupid
also,
ears.
they can bow.
You have stupid ears and can bow. Yeah.
Do you want to fucking go?
What?
Would you like to fucking go?
Where are we going? Like Denny's?
Actually, I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten. So yes, we can go to Denny's. That is acceptable.
Situation diffused.
Yeah, how's that for going home to my mother planet, dickhead?
I mean, I'm still partially convinced you're actually a fucking alien, but...
Is it because he grabs the bowl by the top?
No,
Oh,
it's just his collective experience on this planet. It makes me think he's not from here.
Why? Dude, she fucking turned to me the one day and she's like, I'm convinced you're a vampire and you're like 800 years old. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? And she just spent the entire day just making fun of how old I am.
It wasn't making fun of how old you are. It was making fun of how you're fucking 23 years old and like 75% of the shit you like is shit that was
Okay,
invented
yeah,
before you were
okay.
birthed on this planet.
I was watching Tecmone, okay? And I was nerding about the retro technology, and she was like turning to me and she's like, you have to be like, I'm like, no, you don't have to be old to enjoy old technology.
Bruh, Jeff, he fucking looked at me and was nutting over an automatic curtain closer.
Okay, it was Tecmone, and yes, it was a way to automatically shut curtains in your house.
It
Hey,
was
Tom.
With your
so
fucking
fucking
voice.
boring.
Tom, what is this?
What is what? What is what?
I sent it to you.
I don't remember. That was way too long ago already. But the quote of "a true main character eats ass" is pretty
What?
good.
Tom, that was like that was about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's too long to remember. I literally just say shit on Reddit and leave. I don't put more than 2 seconds of thought into what I post to Reddit. It so far has worked out fabulously for me.
How is that any different from what you say in real life?
Eat my ass.
Tom, it was more me questioning what you were commenting on.
I believe it was literally a pornographic image of a main character eating another character's ass, and
yes,
me.
Tom, I can see it.
I don't see it. I'm just going off what I remember. Wasn't it fucking Demon Slayer? If I remember correctly, it should be. Nah, it was Midoriya eating Uraraka's ass. Okay, fair enough. My point still stands.
I'm just gonna.
Jess, would you agree that a true main character eats ass?
In like what context? Like a romantic context?
Well, yeah, in this case, it's Midori eating Uraraka's ass.
Yes, I would say that that situation has main character energy.
See? It's supported. I could never be like the people who scare me the most are like the people who comment like really raunchy shit on just random images on the internet.
Dude,
like, I need to balance
speaking
it
of
out.
speaking of like main characters and sexual acts, right? Did you know that like fucking everyone simps for a crack masked guy from fucking High Rise Invasion?
Oh yeah, I'd figure that out. It kind of sets it
Like
up for that.
everybody fucking simps for him. And I was like, you don't even know what this dude fucking looks like. Well, we didn't watch the last episode. We need to do that. Yeah, I don't know why that happened. We just did. We watched the entire series and then didn't watch the last episode and just never came back to it.
Probably because we were watching some dumb
Tom,
shit. But yeah.
Tom, you should check out that screenshot that I sent you.
Didn't miss.
We also need to watch The Witcher 2, the season 2 of The Witcher.
Dude, I follow the Witcher subreddit and it's everyone just aggressively angry that it's not too true to the story.
Jess.
How may I help you?
You should take a look at that screenshot.
Shouldn't take a look at what screenshot?
Take a look at the one that I just sent you.
Good God, give me like.
Jeff, are you still going through my
30
Reddit
seconds.
history?
Yes, I am.
Do I even want to know? There's a reason I don't follow Tom on Reddit.
It's not from that.
Oh.
My Reddit history is fine.
No, it's not. You keep lying to yourself if you want to.
I mean, so far this has been bangers. I'm surprised Jeff didn't put in pixels out of context. A true main
As it turns
character
out,
eats
Greg
ass.
did not miss the deer last night. He don't miss. He definitely don't miss. It was a good shot too, upper lung. Damn, it smells like ass though. Unfortunately, it was below freezing last night, so it should be fine, but letting it sit with its guts in it makes it smell so bad. They didn't fucking field dress it? What a fucking beta male. Also, a fox literally ate its asshole. Damn, didn't know foxes ate ass. Me neither. He did a good job. What is this?
Hey, can you just screenshot a true main character eats ass and just send it to him?
Yeah, here I still have it.
Yeah,
For reference, just Greg hunts with a musket.
just as the fucking the forefathers wanted. Can I turn the sheep quest in? I've gone like all the
And
way.
apparently he spent a good portion of the night tracking that thing down after he shot it.
Tell you what, he did get it.
Yeah, because from what Steven told me, they just heard a loud gunshot as they were getting ready to go home.
That quest is hella bugged.
And you know, it was deafening because it was a muzzle loader and it was in the middle of the woods.
Who hunts with a muzzle loader?
Greg.
Yeah. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm not trying to think of all the things I've commented on Reddit and things that I might be ashamed of. Nah,
You have no shame.
you kind of right. I always had a worse fear that just followed me on Reddit, and that's kind of what keeps me a little wrangled in. I don't say anything too terrible.
I told you as long as you're not like outright hurting people's feelings, I don't care.
No, the only thing I comment on like actual real women's is about to make rib. And then if it's cartoon, it's usually just like some shit of like, you know, a true main character eats ass, and then I left it at that. How many upvotes did that get? It got 12.
I guess you can't be the main character then.
I eat ass. Eat my ass. I eat your ass.
I don't know.
Bruh.
Well, I don't know about that one, Chief.
Eat my ass.
I'm not a main character.
Yeah, because you're a fucking...
You gotta
character.
fucking whack that bush before I go anywhere near it.
That's my self-defense mechanism. Can't eat my ass because I don't shave. Stay away from my fucking chocolate pocket. Let me get my fortune read to me or some shit.
Oh, are you fucking with circus man?
Give me a horse fortune. Give me a mysterious fortune. I'm not gonna read it anyway. Man, this man's really out here pondering his orb.
Would you like to see my flapjack friend?
I'd like to ponder your orb if that's what you're asking.
Like both of my orbs, or like one of my like what?
Both of the orbs, you know.
Fuck. Existing
Yeah,
is
Jeff,
pain.
you should get fucking Star Stable and gang with them, amen.
Gang, you know?
It is free, my boy. Jeff, it's free. Yeah, it will bring you joy. Mostly because, like, I just make fun of everyone that I pass.
Where are you at right now, Thomas?
Nielmer's Highland.
Okay.
Why?
I'm coming to so you can see my flap.
But what if I don't care?
Word.
Tom.
Word.
What up?
Jesus.
That's a good soda poppin' meme, though. Hey, man, it's perfectly normal to comment if Todoroki's dick fits inside a toilet paper roll. Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh, just left.
My internet died. Again, my posts are top quality. I don't know what you mean. I didn't get all these updates for nothing. Hungarian gypsies took out their Bluetooth speaker. Dude, only if you could see all the Reddits I'm subscribed to. It is a long list to scroll. You can't see what I upvote and downvote, can you?
No.
Okay. That's good, I guess.
Why is it bad?
No, it's just good.
You lying to me, Tom?
It's perfectly normal. It's fun. This is a jackass who wants me to have a specific kind of horse that I don't feel like getting right now. I'm the top star stable YouTuber. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I think Injustice Internet may have taken a shit. Let's see.
It's possible.
Oh, she didn't answer. I don't think we did anything to upset her.
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure we didn't do anything. Fairly certain.
Guess I'll find out.
So have you figured out if we did anything wrong?
She's not reading her messages, but when I called, she just hung up. I'm gonna try again. Cause I don't know, like, cause usually she's like in the bathroom, so she'll let us know. This really do be a Stanley leg moment. Apparently she's upset again.
I don't understand.
I thought things were fine.
I am confused.
She said I was being an asshole because I didn't wait up for her in the game, and then I re-brought up the whole situation. I was like, I just made a joke towards it.
Wait, brought up what situation?
The Full Metal Alchemist thing by the Zuko, was it whatever?
That, like, when you first joined.
I'll vibe by my fucking soda.
Been sitting on that for a minute. Like, we were completely off that topic when she just left. This is some fatherless behavior right now. You good, Tom?
Yeah. Whatever. Apparently I was being a dickhead.
I don't understand how, but
She's like, oh, I felt tonight I was attacked and invalidated. It's like, bro. And then like, she's like, apparently, like, she's like, I want to meet up in the game. And I said I don't care or something. And now I'm the ass or whatever.
I don't remember that happening, but whatever.
I think after this I'll probably get off the game or whatever. Kind of killed the vibe.
Alright.
Actually,